live from above the Heineken River Deck at Pier 17. So, Warriors win 109-100, Game 3. Got the chain out. Jay's got the chain out.
All right, Stephen A.
They're now up 3-0 on the Mavs.
I saw him the other day when he did. I was like, oh, okay. Okay, Stephen A., we got the chain out today. We showing them, okay.
I had to be told that when I first got on TV.
You
got to tuck it. Yeah, I had the tiger's eye iced out on both sides.
Ooh.
Yeah,
yeah, but you
didn't wear it outside the clothes.
No,
though.
like, no, you did.
Cannot
someone
wear,
had to tell me to tuck it in.
You cannot wear your chain outside your clothes when you have a suit on.
You see, Keto, they don't tell him to tuck his chain in. You know us.
Oh, they did.
You got to tuck it in. Hey,
no,
man,
they did.
Know,
I had to be told you have to tuck that in. You can't wear that out.
Where, on air?
Yes.
Yeah, but why would you ever want to wear it out?
Because when I first got on the air, I wasn't wearing a suit and tie. Matter of fact, when I first got on the air on Friday Night Fights, they were like,
you mean when you first got on the air in your career?
TV,
yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things I'm sure that you thought
know.
you knew then and didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't even think I knew. I don't know. I got the chain. You wear it out.
Yeah, I mean, if you
what
got
I
on
sit out on both sides for if I'm not gonna wear it.
If you had on a no collar shirt and it was a round neck or something, that's different. But when you got on a collared shirt and you pulling your chain out, like that's doing a lot.
A lot. It's doing a lot.
It's doing a lot.
Yeah. Like
you flexing your muscles.
Like back in the day when you had a beeper and you had to wear it outside on the belt. Show everyone.
Gotta get that two-way pager, man. Hold on, let me.
Used to check the beeper. No batteries in it. Nothing.
Yeah, I gotta figure out.
You gotta get those herringbone chains, Key. Remember those herringbone chains, the gold?
Oh
ones?
yeah,
real thick ones. Yeah.
I gotta figure out this Golden State. I'm assuming Miami championship.
Oh, you calling that?
I'm assuming.
You calling that? Okay.
I'm assuming.
Long way to go.
Golden State for sure. I don't know about Miami.
Golden State for sure. They're gonna be rested.
Well, I mean, and one of
the
things, Jay, you were really hoping for, and I was with you when you brought it up, was Golden State and Phoenix, because a lot of legacy stuff for Chris Paul and Steph and da-da-da. It doesn't look to me like Phoenix was going to have much for Golden State if they couldn't get by Dallas the way Golden State's handling Dallas. But let's focus on the Mavs for a second.
See, I think the matchup would have been different real quick, but go ahead.
Of course.
Yeah.
But who do you like in the end?
Oh, I still like Golden State.
Right. So, but Luka and the Mavs, right? Given what they have on the team, can this team eventually, it ain't going to be this year, but eventually win a title as currently constructed? Of course, you got to tweak things here and there, but is it possible to win with the current construction of this roster?
No. Win an NBA championship? No. I think this team needs to make some moves. I think they were too guard-oriented at times. I would like for them to have a big that they could take advantage of. Like, I'll throw it out there. Like, I don't know what's happening to his situation with him, but like a DeAndre Ayton potentially, or Zach LaVine, another guard that could be dynamic. Like, I struggled last night watching Spencer Dinwiddie not create more plays for himself and being aggressive. So I think Luka is a generational talent. I think that Jason Kidd is the one head coach that can get him to buy into a different style of play about giving the ball up early. If there were players, personnel-wise, that can create shots for themselves and play faster. I think Luka's conditioning is something that has to change. I think he has to play faster. But as they're currently constructed right now, I do not think they have enough in the tank with the way the Western Conference is going to be there when it's all said and done. I think they need to add different pieces and another superstar to their table.
They certainly got to get a superstar. Luka's not enough to carry them. I understand he's a scorer and all those sort of things, but if I'm giving him 30 a game, but I'm getting 26, I'm gonna take that all day long. I'm gonna trade that every single day of the week. They've got to find another star. Everybody has two. You're not going to win a championship with just one. I know Kawhi did it a couple years ago, but Kyle Lowry and oh God, what's the guy,
Kawhi
Jay?
Leonard?
I said Kawhi. What did I say?
You said Kyle Lowry. You said Kyle Lowry.
God, Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry, but then also they had the third guy, the center.
Pascal Siakam?
Yeah, Siakam was there with them. And you can't win championships all by yourself. The Lakers had to go out and acquire AD. Okay, you look at what the Milwaukee Bucks did a year ago. They had Middleton as part of the Giannis deal. So I think they certainly got to go get somebody for sure.
I'll go. Let's go back to Luka for a second. Because I hear you, of course. No one does it by themselves, right? Unless it's a freaky thing where a year everyone gets hurt and someone squeezes in. But I hear what you're saying, Key. But I'm looking at Luka and thinking about the two guys that he's frequently compared to, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, right? Because they're oversized, ball handling. I mean, Bird could handle, but that's not. He was like a power forward, small forward, power forward. But had the ball a lot, distributed a lot, could set up your offense, that kind of stuff. And Magic, obviously, the point guard. Magic and Bird made the people around them better all the time. I can't think of a single team where it's like Magic and Bird didn't elevate the surrounding pieces, right? And Luka has some of the same skill set, but is frequently, it gives me the feeling, and I know last night they were just cold from outside, Jay, but a lot of times you look at the end of the game, 3 assists, 2 assists, when he should have double digits, right? Like he should be the kind of player that elevates everyone, not just that drops 40.
1,000%. But see, where my brain goes to is, does Luka have flaws? Yeah, he does have flaws. Is he a superstar generational talent? Yes. So I'm going to figure out the flaws with the personnel I surround him with. And I'm looking at Golden State as saying, Key, there's so much firepower on Golden State that we're going to talk about what Luka needs to do to single-handedly keep his team in the game. Like people today are going to debase Luka and be like, oh, let me tell you, Luka is not going to be the guy, or he has all the stuff he needs to work on. And I'm saying, yeah, Luka does have a lot of stuff he needs to work on, but Luka also needs help in order to get his team to the point that has the same kind of offensive explosion like Golden State does. Because Golden State is just different. Golden State is going to make a lot of teams look like they have flaws.
Yeah, they're close, but I heard Max say something. Oh, yeah, they got to miss the shots. Well, that's the same thing we said in game 2. All right, well, they didn't shoot it well. Well, okay, so there's a recurring theme there. They're not shooting the ball well. They're not knocking down the shots. What do we said it in game 2, we said it in game 3. Oh, well, I can't do Wiggins. I don't know if he can do it. Well, the same thing is happening. So clearly they need to go out there and find out how to get some help, speed up the game for Luka. And you say, well, he's a generational talent. Yeah, on the offensive side of the ball he is. Yeah, for sure. But defensively, come on out here, Jay. Come out here and come get some of this.
What's between him and James Harden from a couple of years ago? Luka and James Harden from a couple of years ago. What's the difference?
Luka's size?
Yeah, but in terms of effectiveness.
Well, James Harden has the ball and dances more in the perimeter. Like he's more iso ball. Luka does more out of pick and roll.
Okay,
a lot more out of pick and roll.
But the result seems to me more or less the same in terms of the numbers, in terms of the wins, in terms of how far the team will go. I mean, James Harden, when he had Chris Paul and he had shooters, and in his greatest season, probably should have beaten the Warriors, but they choked in Game 7 at home.
What year is this for Luka?
Very early on, no question. So the big difference you're saying is that Luka is where James Harden was, give or take, in his prime, but in his, 3rd season.
4th season. So what I'm saying is Luka still has a lot of growth. I'm not sitting here on national TV trying to defend that Luka is, the perfect player at all, because he's not. There are aspects sometimes where he holds on to the ball too long. There are aspects about his conditioning that needs to be better. But I'm saying he's at that critical point, Key, whereas if Dallas and Mark Cuban don't surround him with the right pieces to elevate him, some people will start talking about him as a James Harden type player, and that's not who he is.
And
there's nothing wrong with James Harden. James Harden is special too, by the way.
Of course.
Jay, what game is this? What game would this be in the NBA season? What are we at, 100? What
95, hundreds.
So he still needs to get in shape at 100?
Yes.
I can't even comprehend that. I've been playing all season long, and you're telling me he still needs to get in shape?
Yeah, but Key, there's something. He has been so uniquely gifted that at his size and his frame, you look at his body, there's still a lot of baby fat on his body. And people have talked about it. I talked to Mark Cuban on my podcast. It's maybe 4 months ago on the limits, right? And he was like, yeah, we talked to Luka a lot about conditioning and getting into championship.
But you're playing
shape.
basketball literally every night.
There's a difference, though, Key. There's a difference in what you do in the offseason that gets you ready to be another level type elite when you're at this juncture of the
This
season.
has always been the curse of the gifted, right?
It's so
If
weird
since
to
you're
me.
15 years old, you're the baddest dude on every court you step on. You get to the highest league in the world, and you're busting everybody from the time you're a rookie. You know, at a certain point, until you hit that wall where it's like, oh, damn, I got to get better. What's the incentive to get in shape? I think he probably has it now, right?
It's hard for me to digest what y'all saying about getting in shape when I'm playing throughout the course of the damn
I know, when
season.
you're
I'm
playing
in shape.
basketball. You should be in. I mean, it's hard.
You
not to
should be in
right?
shape.
That's wrong, though. I could play basketball all day long and not be in great shape.
Tune
If I'm killing
in
people.
to the ESPN Daily Podcast, bringing you a deep